The other thing that I'm struck by there, every time I hear that like a new commentary team get together, they're like, "Hey, like what should our name be? We were kind of thinking about this." That was our first time together. I just came right out and said Big Sexy Commentary. That's what we're called. And that's what you got. If you want to make it to the top, you tell them what you call it.
So we are gonna have a little fun here. We want to give some stuff away, and I think the best way to do that is with a little trivia challenge here. And being as that the first episode, we're not gonna get too crazy difficult, too far just yet. But if anyone's been paying attention, they should. The last few years, they shouldn't have a problem with this one. We're gonna give away 2 Big Sexy Destroyers, the 2020 edition. If you haven't seen it, be sure to go to shop the JomezPro on our website and check that out. It's there on the screen. It's a little bitty thumbnail, but you know what it looks like by now. We're gonna give away a couple of those, and the question for today is: when was the very first time that the world was introduced to Big Sexy Commentary? We're going to take the the 2 first correct answers. So sit on that for a second. I think you guys should remember, but I guess at the same time, you guys have done commentary together so many times now that I will say it was in 2017. So I'll give you a
I know what state it was in.
You know what state it was in.
I know what state it was in.
I think we have one correct answer. We're looking for one more before we give it away because we want to give both these discs away. And
it feels like all of us have been working together so much longer than since 2017.
Yeah. Oh, you just gave him the year too. So now it's
okay.
all about who can get on the YouTube channel. And we got 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we've got 2. So we're gonna go ahead and roll a clip to give away the answer. Here we go.
Hey everybody, Nate Sexton here along with Jeremy Colling. We got the Big Sexy Commentary team bringing you round 1, Nick Hyde from Jomez Productions.
This is going to be a lot of fun. This, of course, is one of my favorites down here in the Dallas area, and Matt Siri runs a great event, and so it's a place that we're all really excited to come out and play disc golf.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got hole 1. The fence on the right is OB. There's a lot of rough on the left. It's only 306, but it plays a lot longer.
I'd say it feels like it plays like 380 almost.
I think so. I'm going pretty full sidearm myself.
I threw a sidearm myself, and I threw a flick roller accidentally. So not great, but this is the preferred play.
This is Pablo with the FD3.
Is that a new nickname? I have not heard that.
You never heard Pablo?
No, that's new for me.
No, yeah.
Nice.
That is a trip, man. Wow. That
27.
was the first time I'd ever heard Pablo.
Before we talked about throwers, and the other thing that I'm struck by there, every time I hear that like a new commentary team get together, they're like, "Hey, like what should our name be? We were kind of thinking about this." That was our first time together. I just came right out and said Big Sexy Commentary. That's what we're called. And that's what you got. If you want to make it to the top, you tell them what you call it.
That's awesome.
That's right.
Okay, who do we got? We have Tara Blair.
Nice, Tara.
That's not the round we were looking for. But we didn't have anybody specifying rounds, so we just had to go with the first as close as we could.
You scared me. I thought you were about to Wheel of Fortune them and be like, "Ooh, technically you don't win."
Wait. What round was it? Was it not the first round?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was first.
Yeah, I was just hoping that somebody would say round, but it's all good. 2017 Nick Hyde. I still remember that day very well. That was... Oh, there we go. There's our other winner. Tyler Neske. Congratulations to Tara and Tyler. Be sure to send us an email over to SHOWMEZ@JomezPro.com, and we will get you set up with your 2020 Big Sexy Destroyers. But getting back to that... What's that?
Where did we record that? Take me back.
Okay, so we were in Rockwall, Texas. Jerm says it was March. I'm pretty sure it was April, because Nick Hyde is typically in April. I don't think it's early enough to be in March. but we were staying at
Are you sure?
Somebody will fact check that for us.
Yeah.
2017 Nick Hyde Memorial.
Where,
It was
but
in
where
April.
were we physically when we
you're right.
recorded? I need to
so
get
we
in
were at
that
an
space again.
Airbnb. It was Jerm's Airbnb, and I don't know, who were you staying with?
Probably
Yuli
Paul,
or somebody.
Yulibari, Katrina Allen, maybe Drew Gibson was there. I don't know. It seems like that. I honestly don't remember where we recorded it though.
Oh, okay.
I just
So we
remember
were
it being something that
at an Airbnb.
we
We were sitting there in the living room, and I remember we finally got it together because people have been asking for it. We had Nate on with Paul earlier that year when we first committed to the full-time tour. We were at the Memorial. We had Sexy Beast Commentary, Paul Macbeth, and Nate Sexton. And then I had always wanted to get Jerm looped into that because of just the relationship that we had with him, and we finally got you guys together. And I still remember we made like an Instagram post. We said something along the lines of like, oh, we tried our best to get them to Nate and Jerm together for the first ever Big Sexy Commentary, but we couldn't come to negotiations. The negotiations fell through. We couldn't agree on the terms, and it was a picture of like you helping Nate put his jacket on or something, and it was just a picture of like, and I said something about, oh, they walked out on the negotiations. Sorry guys. And I think I remember
that.
I remember the reason I remember that it was April because I'm pretty sure it was right at the beginning of April, like April Fools or whatever, and I said it was just some dumb April Fools joke or something. So it might have been right on the. Maybe we're both right, Jerm. Maybe it was like March into April over that weekend or something. But anyways, good times.
Well, I mean, it's usually when we're down there because it's right around Glass Blown Open and
the Texas Swing, Texas States, and whatever else.
Yeah, it's something that like Nate and I had wanted to do also. Like we, when Nate lived in North Carolina, we would drive to tournaments together. We would go up and down the East Coast a little bit. Not a ton of tournaments, but whenever we did get in the car, the radio was off. We never listened to music because we just naturally just held conversation for so long, and we could just talk about any subject and just rap for hours and hours. And so we knew that, if we got together on the mic and we kind of honed our craft with our love of the sport into doing some commentary, that it would just work out. And, that was the beginning of it all. It's pretty cool to see it.
It's been a beautiful ride, my friend.
It certainly has. And we appreciate you allowing us to be the vehicle for just releasing Big Sexy Commentary into the world. We've had just countless little bits and skits, and just the people have just been so welcoming to the whole thing, and we're very honored to be a part of it for this long. And I don't know, we certainly don't have any intention of slowing down anytime soon. I mean, here we are doing our first ever live show just now, so who knows what'll come after this. So it's been
it great. almost feels like coronavirus is speeding us up.
Wait, how do you mean? Like
Like you're saying, we're not slowing down. Sure, we're not in the tournaments, but now all of a sudden we're breaking into new media. I mean, who knew?
Who knew? It's just, I don't know. This year is just, it's starting out so crazy, and who knows how we're going to end up, but we're having a blast.